Hi, just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has viewed and subscribed and told other people about the channel. We've just passed a very important milestone. Today the number of views has gone over 2 million, which is just amazing. I've been doing this for about 3.5 years. Started, well, partly because some friends wanted me to put a Morris dancing video up, but after I found how easy it was to use YouTube, I thought, since so many people keep asking me how do you prune apple trees, I thought, well, why not put a few videos up. Anyway, lots of you tell me that you liked them and wanted more, so I put more up, and the rest is history. So thanks very much. I've just put together a brief compilation. It's not particularly representative because some of the early videos I don't seem to have and I can't convert from real player. So just a little mix up of a few things. And very touchingly, I had a letter, an email yesterday from a friend, I won't name them, in Pennsylvania, United States, who was kind enough to say that he and his wife have been inspired and learned a great deal from looking at my website and looking at the YouTube channel, which I'm very humbled by. I always worry about giving people advice, because what if it's the wrong advice? But I do try very hard to give what I think is the right advice. The camera does not lie, and neither does the green gauge. Melt in the mouth. That's the idea. Now what I know is that these are going to grow true to the rootstock. Pop! Okay, so let's see what we've got here. One, very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 rootstocks. Right, I'm going to go and plant these out right now. I'll graft them this time next year. Right, it's the last Sunday of February, and grafting, at least thinking about grafting and making preparations for it, is well underway. I've been asked to do a few more videos on grafting and talk about knives and how to sharpen them and that sort of thing. I don't consider I'm a great expert on that subject, and there's a lot elsewhere, but just going to show you some of what I do. Turning to the subject of grafting, I want to go through this in some fine detail. Hi, it's a day I've been planning for a while. It's the 6th of April and I'm going to start doing some grafting today. I've got all my gear ready, I've got my knife. This is a brand new knife by the way, but I'm still going to sterilise it with a little bit of alcohol. I've got some of the grafting wood I've been storing in the fridge since I cut it when it was deeply dormant in late February. Bit of rag and bottle here, methylated spirits, just sterilising this knife. And got the all-important label, which I've just checked out earlier. Harry Masters jersey is this variety. Just going to put that here if I do anything else. And I'm going to do a bit of grafting with this wood, which is carefully labelled. I'll just check it. Yeah, it's Harry Masters jersey. Probably begin just here. 10th of July in the orchard. We've had a bit of much needed rain and some sun, and this is a lovely healthy new growth that's coming away from this pencil that I grafted in there. You can see there's a long V shape there of the graft, which has alongside what I've taken very nicely. We'll go here. I'll show you this as carefully as I can. The knife I use here is an Opinel. It's a French made knife, very widely available. You can order these through the mail. I use a number 6. Obviously this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this indoors. You see that actually when that's tied down, that's going to be quite a good fit. Obviously you need to have a very sharp blade on your knife, but I also like to sterilise mine as well. I carry a little bottle of methylated spirits with me, with a little rag attached to it by a string, and I wipe the knife blade every now and then.
We're on holiday.
That's good, isn't it?
I don't feel it yet because I've still got work to do, but
yeah, that's all right. Sorry, excuse us. Yeah, this is a brief comment. I'll be taking it down probably after a short time. Just going away.
He's on holiday.
And the new season cider is coming in as well. Yeah, sorry. What was a garlic crop like this year?
We've had a good garlic crop. Some quite good size in spite of the fact we didn't have very much rain. I harvested this about 4 days ago because we've begun to have rain every day, and I didn't want to lose the outer skins. They can rot off in the soil. The garlic itself isn't harmed, but then you can't string them up.
Yeah.
We find the most convenient way to store these is to plait them and hang them in the air. As I harvest these, I clean them straight away, because if the skin's dry, they become quite brittle.
You're just going to demonstrate with
and you
that
can't
one.
clean them then. So we just we strip off the outer one.
And the earth comes off with that,
earth.
don't they?
And at this stage I leave the roots on.
Yeah. It took a while to work out how to do this, didn't it?
You've got to strip it
simple as it is.
little bits, because otherwise as it goes over the bulbs,
yeah.
it will
Like a lot of
split off.
things that are actually very simple.
It's not coming off very cleanly because it's already dry.
Yeah. So we now do this immediately when we harvest them while it's still wet.
Yeah.
Let's pull that one down as well. Yeah. So the earth comes off with that.
Yeah. I leave these to dry for about a week, depending on the conditions, maybe longer. Then I'll snip the roots off, they'll be dry by that stage.
Yeah.
And then these will be much drier in the stalks, and they will plait nicely.
And what do we always do every year?
We pick out the best.
The very
Before
best.
we plait them, they will be kept for next year's seed crop.
Yeah, keep back the best to plant, and that's why we get garlic of this quality. I just want to show you how to open a bottle of beer with an axe. Okay, observe.
I'm backing away.
How to open a bottle of beer with an axe. There you are, sorted. We are in the section of our holding we call the Peace Orchard. We call it that because the idea just came to me one day and Julia said yes, that's right. And our plans for this have changed. It's been neglected. We had changes of plan. If we do nothing, the default option is it will go over to oak woodland, because we keep getting these oaks coming up. But our current plan, what we believe will be the definitive plan here, this is a seedling pear rootstock, and I'm going to let this grow on for another 2 years, and then I'm going to graft it over to a peri pear tree. And these peri pear trees eventually become maybe 60 feet tall, and they might yield half a ton of pears, yielding a barrel of excellent peri. But it might take longer than I've got to live before that will happen. But in the meantime, we're growing them on, and we are developing this as a wildflower meadow. And we've got various flowers. Some of these I can identify, even I can identify, like oxeye daisy, for example. Lots of very curious insects are developing around here. And Julia was just drawing my attention to this particular plant, which is of some significance.
Well, we've got two here. This is the bird's foot trefoil, which is very important for the small blue butterfly. It needs this for its caterpillars. But also growing here with a yellow flower are these, which is called yellow rattle. There's a nice clump of it over here with some seed heads developing.
And this came in with the Cotswold seed mix, didn't it?
Did.
Because we didn't have it before.
Now this is a useful wildflower to include in a wildflower meadow because it's semi-parasitic on grass. So it reduces the vigour of grass, because when you're trying to set up a meadow, sometimes the grasses outcompete the wildflowers. So, although this is not a problem this year because of the drought, but in a wet year, the grass would grow very vigorously and the wildflowers wouldn't be able to grow. But this yellow rattle will parasitise the grass, reduce its vigour, and give the other wildflowers of broad-leafed plants a chance to get away with it. And there's a nice little clump here.